We have the intention to act on social and environmental issues facing the world. We want to be able to enhance the livelihoods of our people within the communities that we operate in. And we have the intention of doing this through some of our innovative, sustainable, and high-quality products that we offer in the market. And at the core of this as well is our belief in equity, diversity, and inclusion. Now, creating economic opportunity is one of the most fundamental ways of delivering an inclusive world. Becoming a supplier for Unilever offers an opportunity, a gateway for people to grow their businesses and make wider economic contribution in our country. We want more people actually to have that opportunity to be able to contribute in that manner. But we also know that socio-cultural, systemic, and economic barriers too often stand in the way of people's economic empowerment. There are barriers such as gender prejudices, lack of skills, lack of training, and financial exclusion get to hamper that entrepreneurial spirit and endeavor for business growth. On our part, as Unilever, we want to actively make our supply chain more diverse by reaching out to people and groups that are usually underrepresented. Now, while doing this, we believe we'll get to unlock innovation, agility, and opportunity, not just for us as a business, but also within our suppliers' businesses as well. Globally, Unilever has committed 2 billion euros for us to spend annually with diverse businesses worldwide. In Kenya, we have committed 600 million shillings annually. Right now, we are actually on track to deliver on this. Translates at the moment roughly to about 5%, and we are happy to say that we are on track to achieve this by getting to spend or giving opportunity for women-led businesses and people who are differently abled within our supply ecosystem. As a business, ladies and gentlemen, as Unilever, we are already on the driving seat, on the path to driving equitable and inclusive culture within our own businesses by eliminating any bias and discrimination within our practices and policies. Taking a broader view for Kenya, according to Central Bank of Kenya, SMEs constitute 98% of all businesses in the country. SMEs get to create roughly 30% of jobs every year and contribute 3% to GDP. There is therefore an opportunity for us as corporates to play a role in supporting SMEs for the overall socio-economic growth of our society. In 2021, Unilever saw the need to launch supplier diversity program, essentially targeting those businesses that are 51% plus owned by women or persons with disability. So this program kicked off in 2021. From our perspective and in our part of the world, this was a fresh and exciting opportunity. And as a leader in the industry, we thought it was our role to lead in that manner. We are happy as so far on this journey that we are actually fulfilling this. However, at the same time, we've encountered some bottlenecks in the implementation. And in this ambition, the bottlenecks that we encounter include skills gap, inadequate financial access and knowledge, and very critically, lack of market to those diverse suppliers, especially within the SME segment. So many would like to, but they are not getting access to the market to be able to offer their products and services. So to address this gap, through the Emerge Accelerator Programme, together with SME Support Center, we will provide practical solutions to support SMEs in Kenya to conduct sustainable business. Sustainable in terms of longevity, sustainable in terms of impact to the community and to the environment. It's therefore with conviction that today we proudly unveil Emerge Accelerator Programme. This is a tailor-made Kenyan program for SMEs that we believe, from Unilever's perspective, will foster our localization agenda while positively impacting livelihoods of underrepresented members of the society. So, I invite you to join us in making sustainable living commonplace.
So maybe a little bit about SSC. We are an aggregator of SMEs, not just in Kenya, but in Africa. And we are a provider of diverse range of SME solutions and advisory services to MSMEs in Africa. So we don't leave out the M, we also work with the MSME. So for those who don't know that acronym, sometimes you assume everyone knows. It is micro, small, medium enterprises. So we work in Kenya and across Africa. We recently launched in Malawi, and last week I was in Cape Town, also promoting our initiatives. Our broad areas of support include access to information, access to skills, access to markets, and access to finance. So those four things are the pillars of our SME solutions. Our vision is to ensure the growth and scale of the MSME ecosystem. So that's very important. Just like Unilever, we are not concerned only about the SME as in one SME. It's the entire ecosystem that if we do this right, the entire ecosystem of multinationals, international players, shall be able to borrow a leaf from this acceleration program. So likewise, we also hope that usually our innovative approaches and methodologies will impact how other MSME players and institutions support SMEs in Kenya and in Africa. Usually, we aim to achieve this vision of scaling up the ecosystem through partnerships. So partnerships with corporates, partnerships with financial institutions, partnerships with associations like KEPSA, and Eva is here. She's actually one of my clients. Through KEPSA, she's a director at KEPSA. Partnerships through governments as well, corporates, and very many like-minded players. Our aim is to institute and bring very solid and quality business advisory and acceleration programs to these partners. Our underlying philosophy is that SME solutions must be simple, practical, localized, and sustainable. This is very passionate to me, and I will repeat it. SME solutions must be simple, they must be practical, they must be localized and sustainable. Localization means even how we train is localized. We use local case studies, local entrepreneur case studies. We work with the Strathmore to provide a lot of these case studies, local case studies, throughout our trainings and acceleration programs. We make it very practical, and I'll outline the practicality of how this program will be. So the Unilever Emerge Supplier Acceleration Program is an example of such a solution or a program that is simple, practical, localized, and sustainable. So the whole idea of this program is to really make the MSMEs that will be selected. There is a criteria on the categories we are keen on, and the whole idea is to make them procurement ready in a nutshell, so that to enable them to be able to access markets, not just in Kenya, but internationally. So the approach of the program is very, very integrated. So allow me, I'll just iterate about 3 points about how the program has been structured. Number one, it has been structured in module form, in cohort forms. So by the end of the year, we hope to target 60 MSMEs. It's very targeted, and so that the ones that walk in, by the end of it, they actually move to the next level. We are very big on moving them from where they are to the next level. So it is 60 MSMEs in cohort form, and so first cohort will have 30, and the next cohort will have 30, and a cohort runs for about 4 months. Now, in the cohorts, we tackle 3 things. Number one, how can the SMEs build what I call a scalable business model? What that essentially means in simple terms. How can an SME develop a strategy that will enable it to supply its goods and services at scale? Multinationals like Unilever want quality, and they want quantity, and they want scale. So how can we package you in a way that you can package yourselves for scale? Number two, how can we develop your capabilities, operational capabilities, in terms of people, systems, processes, technology, quality, and productivity? So essentially, in this part of the program, we will work with the Unilever technical teams. We will visit the MSMEs in their locations. So when we're talking about quality and productivity, what does the technical manager look for? So we'll actually be mentors with the Unilever teams as well, and a lot of them will also volunteer in the program. That's a key part of this. Also, we want to be able to show MSMEs how does scale look like. So we hope that we shall also have a factory visit at Unilever, so that these SMEs can really learn what expectations of scale look like. And finally, after all that, operational capabilities and strategy, our focus will be on the access to finance. And this is really our specialty at the SME Support Center. And we'll have deal rooms with private lenders and commercial banks, just to ensure those that have bankable deals, we can actually close them in a room with a financial institution. In a nutshell, that's the overall approach of the program. And our goal is to ensure an all-round integrated and sustainable program. You know, the truth is, SMEs always say our main challenge is access to finance or access to market. But the truth is, those 2 issues, I'm very big on that, they cannot work in isolation. For you to get access to finance, you need access to markets. Why is that important? Because banks will always ask you for your traction. How much sales have you made? So the 2, for a long time, we've looked at the 2 issues in isolation. The 2 issues are not in isolation. We need an integrated approach, and this program is one such approach. So our goal is to ensure an all-round integrated and sustainable program to enable the SMEs access markets, not just from Unilever, but from multinationals and other international players, by virtue of the fact that they went through this program. We aim to plug in other access to market and access to finance initiatives to ensure there is impact to the MSMEs beyond the acceleration period. So there are very many partners we are bringing on board. Some have been suggested by Unilever as well, just to ensure the sustainability of the program and the impact that we're looking for. So, ladies and gentlemen, together with Unilever, I must say, we have poured our heart, and the technical team have also really been involved. It's one of those programs I have sat down myself with our team and the Unilever team. We've had many pitches on it. We have poured out our heart and soul into the design of this program. And I confidently say it will be one of a kind. We look forward to truly impacting the SMEs that will be selected into the program. Thank you very much.
To our next speaker, Linda Onyango, who will tell us why they are convicted to be part of this journey. Thank you.